Start recording. And that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome, everybody, to another episode of Rocks All Everyone Dice. I'm with the crew of the Nostromo. This is episode 174.
Sure.
What happened last time, John?
Last time we finally finished the goddamn fight. Cassie up too, since there's been for a lot of it, a lot of the craziness fought off pretty much the entire court of all flesh that got summoned out of the cauldron.
That's right.
Did manage to turn some of the spring court on our side. Some of the people who were previously fighting us, convinced them that, hey, your prince is summoning horrifying monstrosities. Maybe you're not on the right side of this fight.
Are we the baddies?
Possibly. And yeah, long and short of it is we did finally manage to poison the False Joy with the permadeath killing Nightshade poison.
Strong force fed him.
Yes, twice.
Oh, so that worked. You poisoned it.
Yeah, force fed him the poison.
Yeah,
Twice.
twice.
He got it early on, and the guy wished it hadn't happened.
Yep. Yeah.
What a dick. I'm glad we had more than one vial.
Well, he got his poison back, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. Like, oh, I got it again. All right.
Oh, okay.
So
you
like
got it.
wished for, it did not happen.
Okay, no, that's perfect. Okay. Well,
But I still have one, yes.
okay, that's fine.
Still have that. Captain is now a half fork because he took a dip in the cauldron of all creation.
Things were looking bad. I was like, I'm out of here. I don't know, I go in the cauldron.
It
Broke
was,
the shield, fell in.
it was real bad.
I came out goopy.
You came out goopy.
We did this fight took
Managed not
3
to murder
episodes,
him.
and we didn't even do damage to Joy until the 3rd episode.
That's fine. It's
We
fine.
decided we wanted to fight all of the mini bosses.
Yeah.
But Joy was finally, the false Joy finally slain permanently by strong Zephyrus, and we are now in the court, in the area by the plane of air where we're all very tired and stressed.
And you missed Johnny split the party and fought.
The whole time he was not in the hallway or doing
I remember you.
it was still there.
Yeah. I was Inigo Montoya. I was doing my own thing off on the side the whole time, and even trying to get back into the main area, this monster kept me. But it was a whole thing.
I can I mention for as rough as that was outside of them never hitting that roll he was going for, that was the easiest version of that we could have had.
That's good.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I
could have been a lot
I
worse.
spent so much time building the black goat in the woods. I just want to share the mechanic I had. So she doesn't attack your hit points. She starts mutating your body. So you start getting temporary hit points as your body mutates. And if I equal your hit points, you turn into a dark young.
Oh, God. Oh, Urk lost a hand at one point. Yeah.
He's a shift. He's
Yeah.
literally a
Like your
shapeshifter.
total max hit points or the hit points you have.
So is the
Whatever you
entire
have at the moment.
god dead then? Is that what
No,
our
no, no.
understanding is?
He stopped her from showing up.
What you guys did find out during the fight, kind of part of it, is that he was replaced like with a simulacrum made by Shub-Niggurath,
Okay.
right?
He got moonbeamed and we got to see what it really was.
He got moonbeamed, and then the real form of his simulacrum was revealed. And that's basically what he was. Just a simulacrum of the Black Goat. She couldn't be here. And that's kind of what you guys
Get her back. There it is.
So we've stopped this black goat from being summoned.
Mhm.
We've defeated the evil joy or whatever that was replaced. That replaced
That one. anyway,
that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
Well,
basically
the other joint might be
Coven?
there.
He did slay the entirety of his coven. Yes.
okay.
That too.
Okay. Well, you know,
Well, that's fine.
they were
His coven, his court.
It was awkward. Like, it's kind of one of those things where he is wearing the crown. So it's kind of well,
who has the crown right now? Is it still on?
Yeah, we literally struck the killing blow. That's where we're at.
Okay, got it. All
And
right.
I see it falling into the air,
Finish him off.
clattering to the ground as we.
Oh, look at this thing.
Did my
Every one of your characters.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As Matt slowly becomes the entire
The entire pantheon of gods.
Every one of his oaths is going to take a new crown.
So I will say, as a side effect of this fight, all of your backup characters level 1.
Ooh.
Oh.
They went to level 1. Boy, that's
No. They went So, like, for example, yours is 18, turns to 19. A lot of yours others were 17, they get to go to 18.
I think mine's
Right.
15.
Yours 15, go ahead and bring them up to 17.
No, she's 18. Just kidding.
Nope, she's 18. She gets to go to 19.
No, just kidding. She's.
She's
I have
15.
so many other characters. I couldn't remember which one it was. supposed to be.
17 it is.
All right, fantastic. 17.
Almost legal.
All right. Any other questions or confusion before we start?
Not so much confusion, but now we're good.
Nothing we're gonna solve right now.
In slow motion, the head tumbles from the body of this horrid creature, which had been revealed by the moonbeam. For I got that one on hand. He's around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what the simulacrum really looks like when it was revealed.
Sure, can't see the other
Very
one. The
cute.
thing that the fake Kraz deck turned into the purple Damocles thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we fought that. It was after at the end of the court, or when the main one died, the king of the court died. This thing got summoned.
Oh my.
It was a big fun game.
Celebrations, sweet.
Once we started killing things, it went well. But God, the lead up to that was a hell.
It was.
This is cool.
I believe only one member of his knight, two of his knights were killed. Smiler the Defiler.
Oh, shut up.
I believe the
After you kick
the moth.
Oh, the fairy queen.
Yeah, the
yeah.
fairy. Yeah, the fairy.
We made friends
Yeah.
with some of them.
The rest of them, the Orchid Knight, the Mantis Knight, and the Visor of Stars,
The
were
flower one.
joined your guys' side.
Did you
The,
banish the flower dragon?
She
the Flower Dragon did disappear, was convinced to leave.
Yep.
So only two of the 6 knights were slain.
We didn't kill them all. I
No.
mean,
I know we're slacking, but give us time.
Yeah, there's some.
So the head tumbles from the shoulders, the body of writhing tentacles and flesh flops to the ground. What connection kept it here severed with that final blow. The body begins to melt, turning into an ectoplasmic goo, leaving behind only the rapier and a golden circlet.
I would like to pick that up quickly, assuming that is the crown that is Joy's power.
You reach over and you grab the circuit. As you grab the circlet, you feel an immense amount of power rush through your body. Just by touching it, it's like grabbing onto a power line.
Okay.
You can feel the power running around it underneath, buzzing.
Is there anything it does to my depleted spell list?
You can put it on. You'll get a
Yeah.
lot.
I would really rather not.
Put
it on.
This is the day. I don't remember this.
Not unless you put it on.
A second princess of June.
Yeah, right. For now, I'm just holding on to it.
Okay.
I don't want it to.
You got a handkerchief with joy in it. Do what you want.
The room,
Sounds good.
this entire area filled with storms. Even the storms sound distant now that violence is no longer pungent in the air.
Are we still in that? So sorry. Are we still in
Yes.
that room with the?
Yes.
With the
We are in that room.
Okay.
There's a lot of goop from that thing when it got killed in the middle of the area.
Okay.
Yeah. You turned into a mammoth for a lot of the fight.
That's fine. I would.
Mostly just to tank hits.
Well, because there's nothing else I could do. I was out of spells. That's exactly what.
That's what it turned into.
That's
You took
exactly-
a big hit.
Yeah.
Reshifted.
Yeah, but that's exactly what.
I wanted to reverse gravity and lift you and drop you inside.
Can someone take over them? I can't move someone.
I say I have a teleport. I could have used. Either way, yeah, I'll go.
The room is yours. The only ones here, the Mantis Knight, heavy in breath, heavy in wounds, stands near you, gives you a look of reassurance, a nod. The Orchid Knight is in the far side of the room at this point, pulling a large, barbed tentacle that had been hardened out from her stomach a little bit. And just kind of drops it, covering the wound. What do you guys do? The room is yours, silent.
We should pull Joy out. No.
Wait, hold on. I have legs.
How are you walking? Like, how is that happening for you? How's it going?
In all fairness, many times I've described myself as walking. My body knows what to do.
I know what to do.
You feel toes wiggle for the first time.
I can feel my toes. I can feel my toes.
I have toes.
Well, that's like, I've never been in a fight, but I know if I was one, I could win. I just
I'm the best fights, I'm the best fighter. Everyone says I have the best legs.
Are you full orc or half orc?
I'm half orc.
You're half orc.
I mean, that's what I've rolled into. I don't know my lineage. I just kind of. I tell you what, I'm not majestically scaled. What is this?
Okay.
I hate it.
All right. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna open up the portable hole, and I'm going to go, my lord, and I'm going to. It's time, and I'm gonna reach a hand in.
Joy grabs your hand.
And I'll pull him out.
He is easy to pull out. He is very lightweight right now, emaciated almost. Well, when we say almost, he is emaciated. A shadow of his former self. He crawls out of the portable hole. The weight of this room, maybe a little too much for his legs, a little bowed at the moment.
I will return your portable hole to you as soon as I pull Joy out, assuming you're ready to take it back.
Is the deed done?
That's my money.
That's right. Well, there you go. There's a bat.
I heard the commotion outside. I briefly saw your captain. I don't see him. Has he fallen in battle?
That is him. He has been changed by the cauldron.
Snake trying to. What's that? We're trying to.
How does this work?
When I came out of it, there was a bit of adrenaline and whatever's going on. I had like a moment to think, like, this isn't right.
A moment of surprise on his face, just squinting. He's like, I can see it.
It's disgusting.
I agree. You are horrid.
Not the worst thing we've seen in this port.
Worst thing I've seen.
Did you to possess my mantle?
Legs like awkwardly together and close.
You want space
He grabs your hands.
Just
and
kind of like.
pulls the signal.
He'll be manspreading before tomorrow.
Balance.
It will be balanced.
Puts on the crown. As it does, his eyes flash. And silver. And then stay silver. He begins to fill in as if a balloon. Warmth reads his skin, his hair, which was ragged, thin, grows into a nice golden mantle. His ears straight, and he looks very now similar, exactly like the Joy that is nothing but ectoplasm on the floor. Remnants of the outer rim. Draws in a deep breath. It says, in a booming voice that you feel echo throughout all the walls of this palace. Hear me, I am Joy. Your Lord Harisham commands all the High Fae under his court within 1 day to meet in the Great Hall. I have much to discuss. What? It's you. The storms sound more distant. Let us walk back into my own plane. This area is filled with pungent violence. It is not it's not something I enjoy. It's not of mine. And he just walks out.
Movies follows him.
Yeah.
Right behind him.
As
assumed he found joy in everything.
As he begins to walk towards what is his chambers, he makes a motion with his hand as it does. A bridge made of stone just begins to solidify its way before him, and it's thin. It's only 5 feet. There are no railings, but it is a bridge directly across.
Mechanic, it's to you. Straight to where you are.
No, I'm on the.
Oh, you made it over.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Okay. Yeah.
Right at the end.
He walks into his main chambers. He motions to the Mantis Knight. He says,
Wouldn't that be fun? He's been gone the whole time. I'm sorry.
he motions to the Mantis Knight. He says, "Give my doors. I will hold private audience with these. Fine. Orchid Knight, I need you to inspect my forces. I do not know which of them I have corrupted, but we may need to cull sections of the guard." The door's shut. He has a seat on his bed, and then he just looks tired. Oh, you have done me a great boon. How may I repay this boon? I will not be in your debt. Each of you needs something, I'm certain. One of you, I know, needs something from me. I will not be in your debt, Captain. The answer is Rajat.
Accept that.
The rest of you require something, I'm sure. It's for the sky. I will pluck the clouds from it in your hand, if I can.
Flying.
I know it is much to think about, but I will make do. I will make these promises. I can only make them in this room before you leave. I cannot leave my chambers indebted.
What's the red dragon made?
Access.
Yeah. I want Bravax's head.
I will do my best to give it to you. I will marshal forces, and they will be under your command.
The head and the wrist.
I will gift you 2 of my finest knights. They are bound to you.
Which we've been fighting with alongside this whole time, and against, partially. Does your dominion over the emotion of joy extend beyond your court into policy at large?
Yes, I am joy. Without me, there is none.
My brother has been through a lot. Lost any spark of joy he once had. I do not wish for him to spiral deeper than he already had. And you grant him nothing else, some hope for the future, something to lift his spirits and make him look forward to.
Yes, I can. Do you have a box, a vial, something with a barrier?
Sure, I downed a potion earlier, so I should have a empty vial.
You don't eat the whole bottle?
If I may have this one. Thank you.
What did you ask for? Joy for your brother?
He takes his eye, and you see a golden tear come from it. He puts it in the vial. Puts the stopper on it. This is a tear of joy. Give it to your brother. It will mute the darkness and the stars in his sky will shine brighter, reminding him of those memories, that joy that he has in his heart. Perhaps will become a son.
Thank you.
I'm a part of a game that I don't want to be a part of. You do something about that? And if you can, you give the captain my part in the game?
I can. It is.
No.
I can. I cannot personally do this, but there is someone who owes me a favor that can.
Hopefully the joy didn't call.
Who,
Stays in this room. Stays in this room. Do we understand? One moment. Walks over to a mirror. Puts his hand on it. As it does, the mirror shifts from this room and moves out. It moves further on. It's a standing mirror. As it does, it moves out. It flies through the sea until you see a dread ship. One you've seen once before. A dread pirate. Pirate lich on the sea. It goes there. It stops in front of it. Davy Jones. Should I call you Captain? And then I call in my boon to you. You see a lich walk through the mirror, smoking stone pipe with a small child's skull on it, and as he smokes, you hear screams. Lads! He walks through.
It's been a long time.
It has been a few days. Turns over and they stare at each other. They do not say words. Joy and Jones. Red Pirate eventually looks back and he says, well, giving up power. It is something about it. Hold still. Do you want me to sear off a piece of your soul you want to keep?
Or to keep it intact.
Can you show it to me, please?
Let's see.
Okay. As you expose your side, what does the tattoo look
It's a scorpion.
like?
So I'd say it's fairly basic as far as scorpions go. You know, obviously the tail
Stick
up
figure.
over the stinger, kind of right under underarm. Pretty standard, really.
Who's the new captain? The old one looks like he died.
In a manner of speaking.
I'm making some adjustments.
His eye glows for a minute. He looks at you with a witch's sight. Oh. Weird. He grabs you by the throat. You feel a horrible burn. It's not a physical pain. This is a pain of the soul. As he sucks a sliver of your soul out of your body, it runs through him and goes into you. As it does, it burns at your throat. Where does the tattoo appear?
Here. That's been unoccupied
You
yet.
see the tattoo of the scorpion start at your throat and it crawls under your skin across your body till eventually it settles on the arm and then freezes in place mid-strike. Well, that's first. Well, not the first, but hopefully not the last time we meet. You're fun, all of you. Blessings of Kor upon all.
Done that already.
He makes a flourish and exposing parts of his ribs where you can just see through to the other side and walks out through the mirror back onto his ship and he says, Moon's paid, close the fucking door. The mirror cracks through a dispel magic that was cast. Joy kind of looks around. He's like, "That stays in this room. Need not be known that I have consorted with."
Yeah,
we
I
have.
flew there, definitely. No.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah. We don't know we did.
Yeah, thankfully none of us are currently under that influence at all whatsoever.
What's true to my base?
What? What'd you say, sorry?
What's true to my base?
Oh, yes.
Thought it was-
What is it that you ask?
I am and have been your humble servant my entire life. I am of the undying, will remain your humble servant for the rest of my existence. To ask something of you. I am not you are not in debt to me. I merely served you as a member of your court.
Give yourself a way to serve him better.
I am perfect as I am. He has brought me into his court as my wholly imperfect, perfect self.
And
So much disgust. His face,
Okay,
right?
that's it now. I recognize the captain.
what's true to my base? I find myself without a witch's council. I advise sounds more like
I will gladly serve you.
Cauldron is yours.
Okay.
So
So in character, it is very much that. Like she went from standing like noble to just crumbling in front of him.
You can add the Cauldron of Creation.
Oh my
to your
God.
character sheet.
Ah, shit, now I gotta carry this thing around.
Oh my
It
God.
does weigh 800 pounds. That's your
I don't think the
problem.
hole's
I'll
big
figure
enough.
it out.
I somehow look more irritated than I was before. I'm gonna say, by the way, we're taking that.
Well, no, we are taking it. It's true.
Where's our
Okay.
section? You need him to carry it
We
heavy.
have strong, we got smooth, they can lift it
Okay.
casually.
So, the Cauldron of Creation. All right.
Warm up.
I don't see him anywhere.
I have. Okay. So as she's kind of picking herself up, he called her what? High
Visor.
advisor?
Vizier.
Yeah, Vizier.
Hi, boys.
Whichever. Okay.
One of those golf hats.
What do I know? What does Movase know about that title and the role that she will play at that point with that title?
At that point, you are his left.
Oh,
You are his first. You are his first advisor on all magical means,
Okay.
and you are to advise him about any mystical or religious events. His right hand is his martial hand.
Right.
His left hand is a hand of knowledge.
Okay.
Nice face.
It also puts
There's
you
so much emotion. Blatantly showing.
third. It also puts you at third seat in his court, which is very high.
I would say so.
You're also the only. It technically does give you the rank of True Fae. So you though you are not,
No.
it gives you the rank, which comes with other things.
Okay.
If you have your own room, you're going to have your own room. You have servants. You're allowed to have your own coven.
Would
That means that other
spells affect Fae
hags.
affect you?
That means that other hags, and not only now druids, other hag within his court have to speak with you. That makes you the architect.
Okay. Okay. So she is very slowly picking herself up off of the floor at this point, and she says, "You are certain that you want me to serve in such a esteemed and righteous position?"
All of the previous coven, it's my advisors. No one pierced the veil. No one. You knew.
I know. I am of the dreaming. It is my garden. Commune with it daily.
And the dreams of joy are now.
I am but your humble servant, and I will gladly, graciously accept this honor. Thank you.
It will be announced tomorrow in High Court.
Will we be able to commune of the cauldron and how I may best serve this realm with it?
It is yours. All magical and mystical means are yours. You act in my stead.
Thank you.
Now that I am freed from this burden, I may begin to serve my court anew and
I say Neil has one too, I think.
No, yes.
Did you? Oh, Bravax's head.
Oh God, I forgot
Yeah.
entirely.
Yeah, and you got yours, right?
I got him. I got her.
Okay. Sorry. Right, you
That's fine.
Yeah.
I,
sure nobody
I knew exactly what I wanted.
I really want to be like, okay, boom, perfection's here, the whole thing.
I will.
I brought you his head and his body.
I know it's gonna take a long time for you guys to figure out what you want. I want Vermax's head.
Yeah,
okay,
you knew.
fine, whatever. But it should take you guys a long
break
time.
out the body where it's like,
I was not expecting what I got. So that's interesting.
So you're
whatever.
to be.
I need to see to my
Maybe I
pool.
wasn't out of the game too.
But now you have one more step that you do get.
Do I feel a bit of strong soul?
There's
A little bit of strong
you
inside
feel
you.
an odd connection between the two of you. It's you could close your eyes and almost know where each other are.
during the drift.
Yes.
Feel your soul, and I feel the rest of you. That's interesting.
How does it feel having someone, a good person's soul?
I think he's good. He's neutral at best.
Compared to you, Captain.
Yeah. Comparatively.
So Neil,
Yes.
pick. Oh, he's
I don't
dead.
know how I feel about it.
He's dead.
It's not bad.
Okay, pick any of them that you want from the Ollivander dragon back in the Fey Court.
Was it you?
It's not bad.
What?
He gives you 2 knights. You get to pick them.
It's kind of crazy.
That guy's dead. You have to go the other way.
Go the other way.
Wasn't
So
expecting.
it's the Ollivander knight, and then there's a
You were
few others.
expecting it to be.
So, Joy walks around the palace, and he's obviously looking for sources of corruption. He does find occasionally a person, touches them on the head, and they disintegrate.
Okay.
He
He's just calling them.
is culling any of those that are touched.
Okay.
This is a horrible thing that must be done, but they must be purified. Do not have an impure cult.
It is for the essential progression of life. You must cut the disease out.
You're at the court of all flesh. You gotta only the fake court. It starts at the mantis and goes forward.
Is
Tom
it-
the gardener
I think
isn't corrupted, is he?
Tom the gardener. Tom the gardener's actually doing great.
I'm very thrilled that he's okay.
He's walking by, he's like, my lord. My lord?
Glad that you're well.
Yes. And that's pretty much what happens. It just goes around up there. Eventually, you guys are given a small room. You guys are able to talk. The room is yours at this point, right? Let's say all of you benefit from a short rest, if you would like it.
No.
And you guys find yourselves in the room. You guys can now discuss.
I do want to go to the cauldron at some point.
It's yours whenever you want.
Okay.
You can have that thing in the room with you if you want.
Yeah, if possible. How do I move that? Do I have any idea? Like,
Probably have them strong and yeah, because it doesn't move of its own accord.
He's got a
so-
29 strength. He's got like a 25 or something.
I don't have it prepared now, but I do have the spell Enlarge Reduce.
So does the cauldron.
So do
You
I.
could reduce the cauldron.
So yeah, just make
Using
it
it more
smaller,
power.
so just to make it more
You could.
portable.
You could
Yeah.
you could cast reduce on the cauldron, bring it down to like just 100 pounds.
yeah, and I could carry that.
Yeah, and that's a carryable cauldron.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, you could do that as well.
Okay. Mostly I want to have a conversation with Joy about the cauldron.
Oh, yeah.
So that could be happening while they're chatting. That's totally fine too.
So we can have that conversation real quick, and then while you guys think about what you want to talk
Yeah,
about.
sure.
next. Okay.
Okay. So she would want to. I don't know how much Movaes knows about this cauldron.
You can ask.
Yeah. So it would be she would come up to it and she would say, "You need to be educated."
This cauldron, the cauldron of creation, it has been in my care for 600 years. We came across it. It is in itself one of the many codexes left behind after the fall of the Elven Empire. Many, plural.
Just get it, bring it.
Didn't he? Oh, yeah, no,
That's
no.
what he did. That's,
Oh, shit,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah,
tried,
yeah,
Joy.
yeah, never mind. Yeah, no.
Time's different here.
It has recently been re-liberated and given back to me. It was an elf, a wily elf, was able to get it from me some time ago. So under his thumb, he used money to leverage ways to buy a boons that I had owed too many. He possessed the cauldron for quite some time. He was supposed to have it for 100 more years. It wasn't a permanent give, but I was able to get it back. Well, me. The other me. The cauldron is a thing of pure creation. It was created by the elves of Lothathan before the Thaans killed the last of their high wizards. The cauldron itself is able to create anything that your mind can put together. Sometimes, some things may take some time, but it does do this. The cauldron can also reincarnate people that have died. Us, the most potent ability of the cauldron is the cauldron can mimic any magic that the wielder knows. Any spell, any ability, no matter how powerful or terrible, cauldron can create and mimic. I have used the cauldron in the past to mimic some of my most powerful, echo them, or replicate, increase their reach. I created this castle through the use of the cauldron itself. Many of the structures in the Spring Prince's holdings were built with the cauldron. But it is a clutch. I have used it too much, and many of my servants have grown lazy. Being able to create anything quite some time. I need to be free of it. I believe that this creature, who I was foolish enough to come across, was going to use it to recreate a real body, create an avatar. So here, I used my mirror of viewing. Some years ago, a druid approached me in green robes. He showed me a flower, never die. I was curious about this flower. Flower, never die. It sung a beautiful song. And I thought, never dying joy. A flower I could plant for the world. Spread joy. So I used the mirror to reach through its roots that extended through the astral into the outer realms. And there I saw a dark forest that grew in need of a sun. But these were not flowers. These were hairs on the back of a massive goat. And traveled through the darkness of the void. I was caught in these flowers too quickly. The hair comes back. Enveloped me. I tried to free myself. I tried to charm it, but I could not. I cannot charm something that doesn't know joy, doesn't know love. thing was just flesh. And it wasn't a song of joy that I heard. I was a fool. I was mesmerized. And that is how I know the name Rajat.
What is that name?
It's the name of the man who gave me the flower. I believe he knows when I say his name. I could not see his face. I could not see his joy. I should have been wary but loud. It's in the garden. I need you to burn it. Right instead.
In the garden.
It is in the garden. I would not. I'm afraid. He stops when he says the word afraid. Cannot approach it again.
I will take care of it.
You head out to the garden.
I don't know that I have any means on me to deal with it, but I will. Yeah, I will immediately head out there. Actually, I will probably at least come for him.
Okay. So, coming back to this scene.
Yeah.
Moves and Joy leave the room. What do you guys do? You discuss, so just wait for her to come back.
That was a bold choice, Strub.
I do not want to be a part of that game anymore, Captain.
Maybe. You can't
The way you
echo
tend to
magic.
mow down
You can
enemies,
find
I
the
suspect
magic.
you're going to be right back in it. But I do appreciate the courtesy of deciding not to try to kill me later. Yet, at least.
It's not,
Unlike earlier.
just makes it easier if I do need to kill you later.
You look up the color. It is an item. Yeah, it is. It is an actual item. I can add to your sheet if you want.
Yeah, if you could,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
This Red Priest has some incredible abilities.
Didn't he tell us that last time we saw him, he was not going to be so kind when we saw him next?
Is there a limit?
I-
Is there a limitation?
We got a little lucky given the situation in which he was caught.
That's actually in the item. Fine.
No.
I've added to the equipment. You refresh your sheet.
We're in the room. We're just we did something for. If you wonder what.
I did not expect him to decide to give me that.
That's what was the question to begin with.
He was never willing to tell me. Now it appears I need to get in contact with her.
The
The Autumn Princess.
princess.
But I wasn't the only one who knew.
Oh,
He knew.
out of character. I don't know if we would know this in character, but Rajat was the.
We have forgotten him, but
I-
Johnny takes good notes.
Yes, he was when we found Yanas the Green in that like forgotten city, like deep in the forest, and went to just anchored the ship at the tower. Rajat was the hooded figure who greeted us. And I don't quite remember everything that happened. I know that there was a moment where like we lost like part of our memory of the encounter.
Yeah.
I bribed him. Well, I was like, okay, here's our whatever landing fee. Like, yeah, and I thought it was the one we were looking for initially. Then he brought us there, wiped our memories. We totally forgot, and we're like right at the door where the green dragon was.
Yeah.
I
With,
honest to goodness forgot about that.
Which also is why no one knows, apparently, because he's got, I guess, amazing memory manipulation in some form or other. Unfortunately, right now in character, That's the answer. I don't know what the question is. She don't tell me.
I just wonder if Yados is like under that same influence or not, or is there some such. He was like in like pyramid. It seemed like it was like being almost kept like in the pyramid. I don't know. It seemed like it was he was hiding out, but also like he couldn't leave there. That's the impression that I got.
The cauldron has built-in reduce and enlarge into it,
Okay.
so I can just use it on myself and carry it around.
On yourself. You're gonna make yourself bigger to carry.
Hey,
Smaller.
6 of one, half dozen the other.
No, I'll reduce it, make it smaller.
Make yourself bigger and reduce the cauldron. Pocket size.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a weird question, I feel like. What is this?
Those are
They're nipples.
yeah.
Why do I
Animals
have
have them.
I was hoping for more of a race thing. Although it's good to know the nipple thing also.
to know the nipple.
I mean,
I'm totally naked right
He's
now.
there like fucking what the
I went
hell
in with armor and came out naked aside from my
I kind of like that.
I
What are
mean,
these for?
you have cause to brag, Captain. I'll say that much. But you appear to be the same race as our former cook seminar. If that's an orc, half orc of some sort.
explains the green.
Racist.
That's not such a thing.
Newsflash! I've been racist the entire goddamn time. Now I've got part of him in me. I'm whatever this is.
Cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like this. So,
Well, maybe Brenda might, not to speak on a turn, Captain, but anyways,
that's worse. Don't remind me on that right now. I don't know what I'm gonna say to her, much less my family. The two that are on the ship currently, and I was gonna go back there and potentially assert my authority over now this thing.
Do you have some strong in you? Would you like some?
yeah, think of how ironic it'll be when you do assert your position in the family. The unfavored son coming back and taking control, even as you are
This
now.
inferior body.
You
Which
can
will
crush
be much more impressive.
You can crush them under your heels.
What's a heel?
I mean, I suppose you could dip in the cauldron again. I don't know if that would be a wise decision to do repeatedly.
Well, the first time didn't go so well. This abomination. I mean,
Make sure you
That
throw
was
a condom
maintaining
before
eye
you dip in.
contact. Just make it. There's like, let's spare clothes and the.
somehow a half-orc being naked is a lot weirder than a snake being naked. I don't know.
I mean, if you skin a half orc,
Like skin a half-orc.
it's a lot different. They don't shed like snakes.
Back up. You don't shave every month or so.
No.
You wear that same skin all the time. I'm gonna wear this all the time.
Well, you know, the split
called
will
fans.
come off, but it not all at once as it does with young tea. This, like dust, it'll just come off. It's mightier. It's at least, you know, not all at once. But
These two.
Oh, which one?
Eh?
Oh, no, I meant him and Beck.
Oh, him and
that's
Beck.
not- yeah.
Can't have them?
This one and
I
Beck.
lose my
Yeah.
sense of
Back to
me at
where?
this rate.
That guy,
Wait, where's the
that
guy?
guy, or that guy, which is the next page over.
Homo Bates, it's up for me taking more bats.
That's
I
it?
don't want
Yeah, that's it.
It sucks.
Those are the surviving members. Killed everyone else.
What, you can't bring them back so I can have them?
you got the cauldron.
Well, technically, yeah, you do get. No, never mind. You do have the vizier. You can take the vizier. But
We also have
Smiler the Defiler.
Oh, that's Smiler?
Yeah, I was using those.
Smiler died.
So you have vizier.
His tattoo is now on me.
I can bring him back.
Okay.
No, I can't. No, he had a tattoo. You're right.
No.
My bad, my bad.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, we need to. She would have also mentioned the dragon that we banished. so we can bring her back too.
Oh yeah, no, she's back.
She's back. Okay, good. I'm gonna want to go podcast to her.
She potentially might be sworn to somebody new as well,
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, yeah.
depending on who he chooses. Yeah.
So, speaking of paid business, Captain, you had business with the Heartless Queen.
I have apparently business with all the Fae, and I don't know how my life got to this point.
Mistakes have been made.
I'm pretty sure I'm blameless, but we'll go with that for now.
Orchid Count and the Vizier.
Why did they protrude?
But you just keep biting your upper lip by
Put
accident.
those in
Why do my fangs go this way?
Put these Orchid Count and the
Thankfully,
Vizier.
has to go use the bathroom
Okay.
for the first time. Oh man.
Apparently, I have nothing to be ashamed of.
Was that a compliment or
Why is it outside of me? I don't understand. Is that my dick? What? How does it go in? I don't
My tail is so small now.
I don't think relations are supposed to work this way. Also, like the lower half of my body feels incredibly unmobile, and I hate it. How am I supposed to coil?
Wait, your tail had the tip missing, so are you circumcised now?
You tell me.
I'm not going to maintaining eye contact again.
Probably not, since my whole body's back now, which hate it.
Thank you, Kansai.
It's fortunate that I'm blameless in this entire thing, but damn that goat. I've ever felt such a loss of words and what I'm going to say to people.
You can always make a new identity, just to fuck with others.
That's worse.
Just trying to find the fun for you, Captain. There's a bright side somewhere. That's...
My face ever coming back?
No.
Well, that figures. I'm surprised you stuck around with me this long. The important part is I got one of those poisons still.
Yes, for another great evil we'll be
Definitely.
replacing. Yes,
That's absolutely what it'll be used for.
which, speaking of which, consulting my calendar I have here, I wonder how much the time is passing in Gulasi while we're here in the spring quarter.
Much.
As by the end of the month, Rutherford will have finished those crosses he was constructing to be shipped to Dolores for
Right, you commissioned him for that.
which we were going to poison with the that elder scorpion venom you got on that mission Toast died in. And also, there's apparently a samurai, or there's a Crane clan samurai supposed to contact Naku. On the campus.
Yes.
So, still a couple weeks off in real time, but here in Fey time, I'm curious.
I think the only way we're gonna be able to fix you is with Wish.
More dips in the potion in the pot.
I guess if you want to keep rolling reincarnate, by all means, dip away.
Please.
Talking about ways to try to get rid of the tattoo.
No, to bring
No.
to change his race back.
Oh yeah.
I think Wish is the only way we're gonna be able to do it.
I did talk. He's
But-
made up. He's made a
Coleman,
different.
yeah, the Coleman does do the dip, but it has a cost. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but and that's
It cost my special armor, which was like made with a demon. It takes magical items or whatever above.
I know.
Okay.
I've got the actual.
Yeah, so my armor's
piece for it.
gone, and I made
Wish can also.
It's great.
Wish is that's what I'm saying, but I don't know Wish, so I wouldn't be able to use it.
I feel awfully warm,
He,
despite
do
not
you know
being
Wish?
out in the
Do
sun.
you have access to Wish? I didn't know if you had it in your character sheet or not.
I chose not to take it.
It currently has 50 charges because it was fully charged
That's what I was to bring
create-
back.
to do the avatar.
I was wondering.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Enjoying my base here and keep us waiting all day.
you
So
guys
we
let us
have-
know when we're back.
No, whenever you want to be back, you're back.
So I am. I'm gonna bring the cauldron with me.
Okay.
It has the reduce and enlarge built into it, so I'm just carrying
Yeah.
it back in.
You can carry. It's heavy. It's about 100 pounds when you
I-
reduce
I-
it, but you can carry it. Yeah.
Smaller than I remember.
Maybe I'm just bigger.
So yeah, describe your
I don't
character.
think I
You
got
come into
you.
the scene.
Do I look any different? I shouldn't.
Do you look any different? That's your choice. You have just gained a Fey type. So does it do something to you, or is that going to be a slower effect?
I think for right now, I mean, she's gonna look pretty similar to the way that she did before. I think right now the only difference is that there are now vines growing up through the antlers with buds.
Okay,
They're not open yet, but they're there.
they're there.
Yep.
All right.
Coming in. She comes in with the cauldron and walks in and sets it down.
I hope you had a wonderful time.
Sure.
Done with this place. Things have been terrible from the moment we set foot into this realm, and we still have to go see the Queen, which I'm so excited for. There's so much sauce on everything right now.
May I suggest that we take advantage of my Lord Joy's hospitality and rest before we address the Queen?
Did Joy come back?
Mhm.
Damn. Okay. Should have asked him for a speak to the Queen. That would have been much nicer over going back through that maze.
I can take us there.
Excellent. Sean, I feel in my arm here that you're thinking what I'm thinking.
That I want to get away from this magic as quickly as possible.
No, there's some cards.
Oh no.
I'd forgotten, Captain.
It must have been the part in here.
Could we perhaps draw the cards after we've had time to rest?
It's the fun, man.
I will leave you to your cards. I am unable to help you if something goes awry.
I've got that.
No, it is not to be squandered.
It recharges, doesn't it?
Indeed, at a great price.
What sort of price?
A great price.
Take the kind that left you in your current state now.
Similar. I could give you your castle.
To convert the Nostromo into a
Our
fort. Nostromo. Flying fort.
But I am exhausted. I am without means of protecting you if something goes awry.
First thing in the morning.
I wish I was. Start to coil, fall awkwardly.
You just awkwardly collapse on the ground. Oh, I pull a muscle in my back.
Here, get crisscross applesauce. Let me show you.
Yes. Kindergarten. Body language basics.
I had like a minute of coming out this adrenaline rush from there. It's like, wait a second.
What's this cramp in my?
Yeah, but you should have gotten a long rest out of it.
I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have at least gotten a long rest.
I came back fully charged.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
Good.
Yeah, because then you immediately almost died.
That goddamn Bone Queen.
Oh god.
Go right to hell.
How many times your skeleton?
At least 4 times that I just got to sit there and try to pull a toast.
So long rest. Long rest.
Long rest.
I am taking this cauldron back to my room. I am bringing back Kirk
Okay,
before I sleep.
that's perfectly reasonable.
Can I inquire? Is there anyone at the court who can tell us how time is passing here, or need be I could cast sending to?
A very familiar gardener is walking through. Looks like he's cleaning up some some brush that was a person and was turned into a bunch of flowers. You just kind of yes.
That's royal flowers.
I
do.
I'm a good
I need
man.
to do
I'm
that.
just
I need
curious.
to go deal with that.
I know time can
Thank you.
flow at odds with the Golacy here in Mithras. Do you know what if it's how it's running here? If it's concurrent or is time faster or slower, just for our calendar's sake, just to keep track of.
Oh, in the heart of joy, so time is the same. It's so that he can have dignitaries come and leave.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Night, are the rest of us in one big room, or do we have separate rooms for the night or anything?
I
You
could
can.
cast my magnificent mention if you want.
Actually,
Either one works for me.
I would like to have a word with you. Possible.
Oh, that certainly.
He's married.
You can have separate rooms.
Okay, good.
Adorable.
She was there. She officiated.
I
Just
did,
making sure.
I did in fact officiate.
Only a
Making
second
sure.
wedding.
Yeah. What about a third wedding?
You're not his real wedding. You're not his real officiant.
It's true. I'm not.
Yeah, you guys can have that seat. That's fine.
As we are walking out to the garden, I need your help destroying something. And it could potentially need by means of magic I do not understand. I trust that you do. So I'm gonna take him out to the flower.
You walk out to the outer gardens. In the outer gardens, there's a small ring of grass with not a single flower near it except for one in the center. A flower that looks like a rose without thorns. As you get close, the bud of it opens and you start to hear this noise. It wells up not a feeling in you, but a physical reaction.
Okay.
Tingling in your throat like an odd allergy, like your flesh is reacting to this noise. You feel blood rush to your head as if it's moving the blood in you. It's the sound of it.
This is how joy was able to be corrupted. By this, it is an undying flower. And joy reached too far, thinking that he could use its roots to reach beyond what he should have. And waiting for him was not roots, but the hairs of Shubnigroth. And that is how it was able to reach him. He has asked me to destroy this flower. And I don't know if normal fire is going to do it. It certainly does not seem, considering he was told that it was a flower that would not die. But the insert name, what was the name? What the guy's name?
Rajat.
Okay. Oh, we don't want to say his name. The name that he spoke to the captain. Names have power, so we will not speak his name here. He is the one who gave this flower to Joy. And
So keen mind. I remember Berjot from my notes being that figure back where Yudas the Green was.
Trying to think.
He did wipe our memories, unless you made it or something.
Yeah. Did you make that save?
I don't think we made. No, I think all of us failed it.
Roll me an intelligence check. Because you do have keen mind. I want to see if you were able to have held on to a fragment of that reality.
All right. Intelligence, and I already used my 20. Oh, that's 21.
21. DC was 20. It's a 21. For a moment, you see a small figure with a face you cannot see. It is blurred. But the green cloak, small hands under a hood, maybe the size of a child, floating on a chair, staring down at you. For a moment, green eyes flash under the hood. And you hear the name echo in your head. With a small voice, a soft voice. Jut, Jut, Jut. You have met this individual, but you do not know how. An echo of a memory of a memory in a dream.
I feel like I know this individual you're referring to somehow, but I can't quite place it.
Joy warned me that to speak his name is to bring awareness to him that you speak of him.
So what then?
Yes.
Am I having is a physical reaction?
Oh yeah.
Am I feeling it also?
Feel your blood move in your body in directions you don't want it to. Roll me an Arcana check.
1 again.
21. You do know of a spell that could probably kill this thing. Disintegrate. The one spell that undoes something, undoes matter. I believe you haven't used your arcane recovery.
I did short rest. I did just refresh.
Never mind.
So I do in fact have 7th level slot I can upcast it to.
Okay.
Right. I do believe I
Will
have
that burn it out at the root?
disintegration reduces a being to its very atoms. But dust from whence we all came to dust it returns. If this doesn't destroy it permanently, I don't know what.
Okay. I was just looking through. my-
Disintegrate doesn't even leave dust.
No,
It
I,
leaves nothing.
Speaking of that,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
yeah, if that's good enough, then I'll get distance away, not too close to the flower, but
Yep.
yeah, range is 60 feet, so maybe just be on the safe side, about 55 feet away. I will cast 7th level disintegrate at Flowey the Flower here, who is not my best friend, regardless of what he says.
Describe what this looks like, this upcast disintegrate. Describe what it does to the area. Wow. It's fully
You gotta pronounce it right. It's
I got this. I got this. I got this.
I'd say since it is a upcast version, it's not just a thin gray ray, but there's also a second beam kind of spiraling it around it that travels to the air almost instantly, barely making a noise. But then once it does hit the flower, being what it is, it makes not a large explosion effect, but I'm guessing we probably feel it in the air, just reverberating this demise of whatever this unholy thing is.
You feel wind rush behind you suddenly and forward as not only the flower, a 10-foot cube of ground around it, but the very air around it disappears. For a moment, there is nothing in a space, and the vacuum of air fills that void as you feel the air rush past you. And it is one moment it's there, next, nothing. As if there had never been anything there before. Leaving a nice, clean, circular hole. 10 feet all around that flower. Down.
I will use creation to fill that void.
Okay. What do you fill it with?
Tentacle flower. Flower. We weren't able to.
No.
Two. See now.
Where is this garden at?
Oh, this is the front. This is the front garden. This is one of the side. Kind of overhang.
Go by that pond that we swam down into. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a tree there.
A tree. A tree wells up, fills it, grows to a beautiful height. This living tree, fresh roots deep in the earth.
That is the tree I will commune with to
Mhm.
travel to this place
Okay.
from here on out.
All right. Does anyone else have anything?
Is there a shop here?
There is in the Spring Princess holding.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm curious what kind of crap he has in these holdings.
Me too. I have to look.
Oh yeah, he did an entire image like the castle's like looming over a smaller town or some such.
Look, it does have a back too.
He's like, oh, yes, I didn't see him. Oh, good to have you back there, Dirk. Well done.
Fluffs up and
Okay, all then. Good night.
The blacksmith has javelins of lightning, elven chain, adamantine armor. Let's see, and
You have
the
some
jeweler has water walking,
Or
arcane
at least the
focuses,
past, please.
and ring of water breathing. And then the enchanter has bracers of defense, ion stone of sustenance, and Higlion's ointment.
What was the stone of sustenance?
Stone of sustenance. You don't have to eat. Nice little floating stone that goes around your head, keeps you fed.
I'll get some adamantine armor for the guy.
Okay. What kind of adamantine armor? Just
What options do I have?
any.
Any?
Mhm.
Full plate. Full plate.
Okay. That would be 1,448 copper.
Get back later, but I'm not. Probably won't be in the condition to go shopping.
So now Snoop will no longer be the least stealthiest among us.
That's what I were before.
Yeah.
But I got my Panther cat tattoo, so I got expertise in this.
That's very
so even with it, with disadvantage, I'm still pretty golden.
Anything else before you guys hit the long rest button?
Yeah, small thing.
Mhm.
While I'm in my own room,
Mhm.
I noticed that probably the most powerful beings we've come across, those that can do things that seem to be in the realm of gods and other sorts, moving these tattoos, which are supposed to be bound to you, short of time manipulation. You have my attention core, and I'm interested.
Okay.
I don't expect anything yet aside from the downfall, but
I'm going to roll percentiles to see if you
hopping around
get
pages.
his attention.
On brand.
You
It's on brand.
are level 20. I'll give you a plus 20 to the roll.
Yeah, that the
Okay.
cards would fucking.
And you currently possess. How many tattoos do you have?
4.
Okay, you currently have 4 curses on you, which gives you a plus 4 to this roll. So that's a plus 24. You need 100.
Easy.
Garner his attention.
That's fine. What curse do I get?
Good question.
can't
I
say his
will.
name
I will
without
look
giving
that
it.
up.
Four?
Unless you're already a priest of the spirit god. Very good.
Trade Trey said it like 3 times, and he was like deaf.
Paralyzed.
Yeah, he said it in quick succession immediately after he was told. I'm like, all right.
And then Corey made fun of him, but then accidentally said Corey's name too. And got
Good times.
Oh dear.
Okay. The curse believes they are dead. Any damage dealt to them, as well as actual hit point total, are kept secret by me. The curse simply does not believe that it has occurred. How can they be hurt if they're already dead?
Oh.
And how long does this last? Who knows? Okay, great.
It's only going to last the rest of the day. So
The night.
yeah. Until the night comes, I don't tell you how much damage you've taken.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious.
Like, come on, I'm sure we can go one day without a mortal fight.
As we pull cards.
I am way more afraid than all of you.
Okay. Do you guys do anything else before you go to sleep?
Nope.
Okay.
Do I take a bath before or after the cards?
Now, I would like everyone to roll me a d10 for interlude dice.
Ooh.
6, 9. Okay,
Damn.
9. 2. The 9s have it.
Oh, no.
3 of you. Impressive.
The first one.
Or no,
It should be just the 2 of us. I
Yeah,
Oh.
2.
Jesus. Forgive me.
So the first one, Matt. You walk into your room, relax for a minute, you have a seat. And you feel pressure behind you on the bed, like someone else has already sat down.
Okay. I'm gonna look behind me.
You look behind you, and sitting on the bed behind you is the fisherman.
Oh no.
It's his grandpa. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're tight.
In a good way. Not the grandpa who's coming to kill him.
Okay.
Not like our normal relatives do.
Yeah.
That's his mother's job.
Yeah.
And sometimes this is.
As the fisherman looks over to you, he takes his hood, he pulls it back, rubs his beard. Soon.
Soon what?
What indeed? From you,
A great one
um,
home.
many things to make me proud.
This is not one of them.
And you will do many more, and you will be proud. There is pride in us. I have a few more things to wrap up. You'll see me again soon. Great task, soon to begin, and soon to end. He stands up. As he turns, his wings extend. His true coatl form is a moment exposed to you. As he begins to turn quickly, as he just slowly becomes smaller, smaller, until you can't see him anymore, even with your wolf. You're alone again.
Maybe. Watch your step.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. We'll just sit there for a second, like. All right.
The one thing you didn't miss when you were inside of the chapel. Good to see you two again, Grandpa.
Okay. All right.
As you're walking back from the gardens,
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, Mauvais sees a dragon licking its wounds in the garden. dragon covered in flowers, giving off a beautiful scent.
Aye.
As it prunes itself, trying to regrow flowers where others had been cut away. Looks to you and says, "Oh, thanks. My apologies for the confusion earlier. I have been made aware that I was tricked. I apologize for thinking terrible thoughts. Not my nature.
I know. I bear no ill will. It
But
is.
Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
It's okay.
She would not interrupt you. So
No.
go, no.
It is why you were sent away. My old friend.
You bear new buds.
I do.
They look good on you.
Thank you.
There's a couple like pop up on her. I approve. You have a room now.
I do. You will see much more of me.
It'll be good. Now your scent in these halls. Perhaps new joy will be spread. Spring Court is one of the few courts that man can trust in his moments. When things are dark, we bring light. That is what we do. I feel terrible that brought sorrow briefly to this world. But clothes become stained. That's why we wash them.
Indeed. You can't carry that weight with you. Not when you are beholden to the crown. That was not on the right head.
We serve joy. But I'm grateful. Good tune. Nobody is playing again. The new one was not my kind of scent. I leave you to grow.
Grow I will.
All right. A weight lifted.
Yeah.
People take notice of you, though it has not been announced yet.
Mhm.
It is the worst kept secret in the hall.
Yeah, I am walking around with a 100-pound cauldron.
Right, and around this giant 100-pound
100-pound
artifact.
100-pound artifact.
Like
and
kettlebells, just.
What's the decades in a row?
It's fine.
2 weeks of that, your strength's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I need to find a way to transport this because I don't want to leave it here. I don't want to leave it unattended. Like, I need to find a way to be able to take it with us. I don't know what it's going to look like or what it's going to be, but that is my immediate thing I need to fix.
Just wrap it on his back. It's cool.
Teach you to
Wear it
walk.
like a hat. Turn it upside down.
It is. Oh, yeah, let me just dump all of the contents in it.
Every charges reincarnated.
That worked out so well for him. All of you can hit the long rest button. You have successfully long rested.
We made it.
And that was the second easiest version of the fight.
By the way, I'm unattuned from the things I can unattune
Okay.
from. Yay, I have a helmet.
Yeah, you
I have a crown.
crown.
I forgot I was exhausted. Now I'm just down to one level of exhaustion.
You heal both. Both
Oh.
are healed here, yeah.
Yes.
And I'll take a donut. Just one.
I bet you would.
All right, I'll take it.
Pull his arm, why don't you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Probably get rid of Storm and Vengeance.
That's
Well,
what he wants you to think.
how about, since you guys are long resting, if you're meant to think about what it is you do next and where your next scene is set at. Let's take a good 5-minute break. After these messages,
We'll be right back.
Funny quote. They're trying to break a drinking record. He's like 30 beers deep at this point. He's trying to hit a baseball. Give me that.
Oh.
Beta. Again, wait, Bob is very much alive.
Speaking of that, where's the morning scene? Where are you guys all meet, convene, talk? Anybody have any new thing they do immediately in the morning before they meet?
Would there be a place where we would have breakfast? Food?
You can set up the scene. I am okay.
I want to go to you early.
Okay, you're gonna
you are third in control of the castle,
I know.
right? You
Yeah.
are. Any room you want to be yours is yours.
Okay.
No, I'm
The only
impressed.
person,
Humility
there's
point
only
is brilliant.
two people you are under in this castle, right? That is Joy himself
Mhm.
and his leading war master, who's in the city himself.
Okay. So if you're coming to find so he wants.
I'm going early to you.
He's okay.
Hopefully that cauldron's recharged because I need that ASAP.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna meet. Apparently he's coming to me. I don't know this, but
Okay.
he's coming to me very early.
Nude in a crown. Let's go.
Okay. So a naked orc in a crown.
Put it on the armor.
on your door.
I don't know how strong game
So,
is going to be.
how-
I would have given it to you.
I probably, I mean, I'm an elf, so I don't sleep. So I'm awake.
You're rudely not awakened by.
You know it's a rude hour.
So yeah, I'll answer the door.
Okay.
And he's still naked.
Are you like legitimately naked?
I have a crown
I'm sure
with
somebody.
shrunken skulls
I'm
on
sure
it.
somebody has given you something.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Oh my god, a naked half orc who was very familiar.
I was naked often in my previous form, and I'm not going to let a different body
Wearing a
about
crown with miniature skulls on it, is standing outside your door. There are a couple people in the hall just kind of looking. This isn't the oddest thing they see in the day realm, but it's certainly like it's morning.
What, aren't you guys into that nature stuff? Isn't the clothing on there? Put it.
Actually, to be totally honest with you,
Mhm.
this probably doesn't bother her at all. Just in general.
It's your you guys have seen.
It's okay. So yeah, she'll open the door.
Oh, Vix. Glad to see you're awake. Is your cauldron fixed yet?
My cauldron was never broken.
Ready for another bath. I need it.
You want to willingly bathe in the cauldron. Come, just come in. And she'll bring him in and shut the door behind you.
Going into it the first time, this was an unintended consequence.
Mm-hmm.
One at which I am very willing to admit I'm not happy with. This thing is fleshy, it's soft, it's disgusting, quite frankly, as I'm sure you know. I did not think that. But
It is fleshy, dangly.
It is what it is, Captain.
there's a more important thing right now.
Of course.
When I went into the cauldron before, it ate my armor. It was quite magical. It's forged with the heart of the demon Roach, who, before you were with us, was currently the reigning Moonlit King of the Winter Court.
Mhm.
If it can eat magic items, I need it to eat this. It's stuck to my head, clearly refusing to reincarnating. Did not remove it. It's still here. It's cursed. Right now, looking at you, looking at everyone, looking at the one I love, I always see you in the moment of your death. It's a special type of hell. And on top of that, it's probably at some point going to take over.
And you need it gone.
I need to take one curse off. At the very least, to see those I care about without seeing them dead. Not the.
So you want to dip in the you want to bathe in the cauldron with the hope that it eats the cursed item off of your head.
Hope so. It's the only magical thing I've brought with me.
I mean,
Is it sad or
Well, either that or I'll just die, which is not often.
He's just learning about the disappointment of the mammal man at this point. It's fine.
Trust me, I've always been disappointed in man. More disgusted is probably more accurate.
You do realize that by doing this, you will change your shape again. There is no controlling.
I'm hardly me at this point.
There is no controlling.
I've got this part of the samurai soul. I've got a different body. I don't have much to lose.
I suppose that's the case.
I will kill myself.
That's a good point. Adding that pants on, you say?
So
I will go back and strike Meekop down as the newly superior Phantom.
There you go. That's how you make your.
Meekop would be so into you.
do
You're like
I
Brokeback Mountain, jungle style.
I will break his
believe-
back.
do I believe that the crown he is wearing would be rare enough to be sacrificed to the cauldron?
It's an artifact. It better be.
You have the ability to detect magic, if not a...
I do.
Oh, yeah, if you cast detect magic,
I do.
that thing is... I believe it's an artifact?
It's an artifact.
It's a full-blown
It's
artifact.
a full-blown artifact. It'll get eaten. It's...
Do I think that the cauldron would eat it even though it is cursed and attached to him? Worst case scenario, nothing happens. But
Worst case scenario, I become goop.
no, the cauldron shouldn't kill you. If my interpretation of the text is correct.
With you at the cauldron, it would not kill him. If he just randomly jumped in, it might,
might.
if it wasn't a good enough sacrifice.
You preferred that. You're correct.
We can
No.
attune to this thing? I didn't-
No, it's a non-attunement item.
Okay.
That's the other part about it that makes it.
Well, and it
The
lets
power is
me
intoxicating, isn't it?
Yeah. Now it's her. culture all of a sudden.
not for this thing. Not for this character. It wouldn't be. Okay. Yeah. I will do everything in my power to make this possible for you. I think though that we can restore your true form. But I respect why you would want to go to the sling.
This is a private. I don't like this, or probably won't like whatever I end up as. But
We can put you. We
better
can make it.
before
We
this
can make
destroys
it
me.
right though. We can make it right. We can make whatever you become right. But there's no control of reincarnation. What will be will be. Are you prepared for that?
I wasn't prepared the first time. I don't need to be ready now.
So I will.
Wisdom's. I defer to others for that.
I am but a bastion of wisdom.
I'm impressed with how your humility worked out for you last time. It was truly an amazing play.
I'm sure you think it was some kind of a play. I assure you, it was not. I didn't come to you seeking to call in the boon of the Nostromo because I believed that somehow it would vault me into some position of power in the long run. I did it because I am a servant of the Spring Court. And the decay, and while she's talking, she's moving the cauldron over and enlarging it.
Mhm.
And the decay that was infesting my people would have brought about the ruin of us all. That is why I did it.
I believe that one such as yourself, I think your wisdom surpasses your conscious ability.
Maybe.
I hope to be able to call on it afterwards. May I come back?
You will. And I have the rest of eternity to become as wise as I can. And she will hold a hand out to you. After you, Captain.
It's still drunken.
No, I extended it. I extended it. Like while he was talking, she moved it over and
Your
then
it gets wider on the stairs.
No. No, she probably just does this thing and it
Yeah.
grows to
All right.
her eyes.
Let's go
You can-
bathing.
You can unshrink it, right? Which
And
makes
that's
it
what
normal.
that's what
And
I'm.
then you can enlarge it if you wanted to and make it even bigger.
I bet last time.
It's a 5-foot square by itself that should be large enough
Oh,
for
yeah, yeah,
him. So then I wouldn't.
All right. Let's go swimming.
Okay, you go swimming. Do you take a dip? All right, sir.
Head first, just like last time.
Head first.
I'm gonna
just
break
like
my
that.
neck at the bottom of the cauldron.
Come
I can't be
on,
hurt. It's fine.
Phantom.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
$14.
Okay. That's a human.
I don't know where I stand on that.
Feel
Feel
free
so
to
vanilla.
describe what your character looks like as you, after you dive in, you come out of the water without the crown. As it has now been unmade, part of the stew.
God damn it. I keep having to make people at this rate.
It's just you. It's just you. It's fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like in sci-fi shows, the people who normally wear alien makeup get to finally take it off for an episode, playing a different role or something.
All I can think of is the guy that plays all of the aliens. He played Saru. He was the in
Doug Jones.
that's his name.
What reminds me of the scene is, have you guys ever seen the movie that was the precursor to 300
Mhm.
remake? When he when the guy after his trials walks into the water and then he comes out in his god form, right? That's kind of
Oh yeah.
at least what comes to my mind. Anyway, go ahead and describe. What do you look like? What does your human form look like?
painfully vanilla human. Like there's nothing. There's no defining features out. So you would look at that guy and you would say, "That's an extra in the background." This is the most common of people looking persons right now.
Nice.
Let's make this painful.
Okay.
The default canvas for character creator.
You start that out. It's got.
He comes out with a
You're the
red
guy
stick.
that looked at the character at his start, embraced and went, "Okay, good enough."
Play the game.
So as you're coming out, she'll hold a hand out to you to help pull you out.
Goop falling, sliding back into the cauldron as I climb out of it. Thing. Still no hair yet. Haven't come back. Haven't had a chance. Being weirdly bald.
I assure you, it is a vast improvement. And with the cauldron at my fingertips, I will create for him a leaf tunic.
Okay. A leaf tunic wraps around your body, coming
You are too
from
close
the
to
water.
my race for this to be comfortable.
Of course, it's poison oak. So
I would not do that to you. Maybe.
Not yet.
Today's all about new experiences.
Yeah.
finding your niche
Yeah.
and scratching it.
That's gone. That's good.
There you go.
So you look remarkably more pleasant this way.
Thank you. As do you. I'm sure your teeth are far more comfortable.
Short.
You are
Tell me.
you are human.
Is it glorious?
Is it glorious? It's quite average.
Well,
I'm gonna blame the cold.
Yeah.
I actually feel relatively warm still. That's uncomfortable. Use more.
That's a good call out. I like
I
that.
do like that. That is really good. Warm blooded versus
Yeah.
cold blooded.
But if she thought it was cold and he's not cold,
Vanilla.
He's damp from the thing and exposed to air. He's a little shriveled up.
I don't feel like I'm slowing down from the
speed. Okay. Now we're on the same page.
Oh god.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Dick jokes.
Never go out of style.
Never. I don't care how old I get.
Oh, it's a crowd pleaser.
Yes.
Lost that now.
There you go.
You're here. Make sure no one doubts that this abomination is me now too.
Of course, Captain.
Need to go get some things. I feel.
Pants. Start with that.
Hey, get back to you on that.
No, you will get pants. You will need them, I assure you.
You will.
I've always been having two separate sleeves down there. Seems odd. I prefer one large sleeve.
Kilt.
Tunic, whatever you wish to call it.
Pants.
Sleep shirt.
Not a fan, but plus
Moon.
I might have some shoes that fit.
That's right. At least, two similar shoes.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Because he's probably got a whole kaleidoscope of shoes.
Do you
Left
find your
hand.
guys themselves in the same
Yeah,
room?
I will set up breakfast.
Okay.
I will arrange for in the same dining hall,
Mm-hmm.
close to where the big
Mm-hmm.
the dragon was, the beholder dragon
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Assuming that was like a dining hall
Yep.
originally.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So I'll arrange for breakfast in that room then.
Fairies will serve you throughout the entirety of the meal of whatever it is you guys decide to describe.
We are at a table.
Nice long table.
I will wait until you're ready and go with you. Since no one else here is going to recognize you. So I will wait.
I would, to a certain extent, would.
You would feel my presence effectively.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I thought you meant like your wolf scent or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, I think I smell different, but I don't know.
Yeah, next 8 days.
Okay.
8 days. You guys can sleep
Oh,
with
it's
each
not
other.
permanent. I wanted part of his soul.
That would have been really
I was
cool.
going to go for permanent too.
That'd be really
Well, there's only one thing to do.
Wonder when powers activate.
I'm gonna need small bits of your soul gradually
Oh my.
to strengthen our bond.
Okay, so first you wanted parts of my body.
They do make
Now my
of which-
soul
they do make rings that like
He
wedding
just
bands that
can't
would
quit
make
you.
it.
just can't.
We're
Could I find any parts of Strom laying around in that last battlefield? I need one for purpose.
What? Reasons.
I don't think I got any bits.
I'm entirely altruistic. Don't worry
I
about it.
don't believe you.
Sorry.
For some reason, nobody does.
There has been a cleaning crew through there lately.
Good,
There's been a lot. There was a lot of dead things and ectoplasm
distracted
and like
to think about
sticky
that.
substances everywhere. It needed a good deep cleaning.
Power wash.
Hey, Strom, let's play the knife game.
Black light.
I believe it's played on each other's hands. Like a
That's funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Just
Immediately first draw, middle of the hand.
Oh, it's my bad. My bad.
Here's your goal.
or toe. I don't even need the whole finger. It's like roughly an inch of it.
I can grow
I'm
it. I can
curious,
grow it right
but
back.
I don't know.
I can grow it right back. It'll be
Like, there's
fine.
no reason not to tell you, but it's also more fun to not tell you.
It is. But I want
Yeah. Would this be a rule of thumb?
Waka waka. Anyway, breakfast.
Depending how the cards go, we'll see.
Okay,
Your guy-
will be at breakfast. Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna stand back.
Yeah, I'm gonna step.
You got nothing has happened to any of you yet. I don't think.
Did something happen?
With the cards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What happened to you?
he lost his keep for a while before getting it back.
Yeah, he became poor.
We never even went to your keep while that was going. No one knew.
Because it was gone. There's like,
It
oh,
was somebody else's keep.
you had to get
It was Aranor's keep.
So order a
pretending to be
night.
you.
To order it dead and go get it back.
Yes. Yeah. I remember.
Well, don't draw a card then, you coward.
Go slither off somewhere.
Sure.
Just curl up right there.
1,000 gold for your left thumb. Or
Like,
one of
see, now I'm more curious because you're like, okay, well, he's pissing me off, so give me your thumb. Like,
So they were unrelated.
okay, well, that's not what it sounded like.
Sure. Unrelated.
Actually, yeah, no, it doesn't. It won't have an effect on what's going on. It's a later thing. Think of it as insurance.
We're at level 20. How much later could this possibly be coming up?
I don't know. It depends.
You know, I'm really curious. And this is
How about I let
this is why I like the cards, is because I'm curious and I want crazy things to happen. And this is
You do have one question you can ask the DM. Yes, to answer.
that is a really good point.
Yeah.
What the fuck did he want?
my top one.
No, that's not my question.
It's
Not
not
yet.
worth it. I'll
Not
tell you
yet.
that.
It's not worth it.
Not worth that question. Just clarify what it's not worth.
Okay.
I
See, but are you? But see, you could be lying to me.
This is entirely.
You could be lying to me.
I don't think I've ever lied to you.
Both in and out of character, I doubt that's true.
Hey, Tommy, what is the physical limitation of a
I'm trying to push you to be better.
like? What is the physical limitation of a portable hole?
Purple hole?
It's a 10 by 10 cube in there.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yes, 10 by 10.
So I could.
I don't know if there's a weight limit.
That's what I was wondering because I looked and I didn't see a weight limit on it.
I think it's literally just limited by the space. It's just a 10 by 10 cube.
Okay.
It's a yeah.
It's also full of money and shoes.
Well, I want my own.
Oh, good.
So
Excellent.
basically, a 10 by 10 cube is like a little bit shorter than this room, but wider,
Okay.
right? So like it pretty much
Not currently any.
pretty much the same cubic square feet as this room itself. Because I believe this room is like a.
that wall to about the edge of the.
Because I think this room is like a 13 by 9, right? So a 10 by 10 would just be, take like a foot off that wall, take 3 feet off that wall, and then add a foot on this wall.
Okay. Yeah. I need
Insurance for
It's like a huge walk-in closet.
to find one of those because that's what I'm going to keep my cauldron in.
Okay.
So I'm going to be down.
You can have one. There is one that can be made available.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one thing I want to do because I can only keep the cauldron small for 3 hours at a time.
So add a portable hole to your sheet.
Sweet.
How quickly could you regrow a digit for me?
Immediately.
bring a regen too. I mean, you can wear that since. And I mean, she.
Not if you
of
take a
course,
ring
she-
finger.
You fell for the trick.
Instead, you grow 2 extra fingers, but on the same digit.
I'm gonna put it on the finger and grow a new straw.
Strong.
A starfish, you motherfucker. Gonna grow an evil.
Yeah, evil strong. Growing in my own image.
Clone of a clone of a clone. Anyway,
That is funny.
it's your guys' scene.
Yep. So yeah, we can walk it in, and I have someone with me. I got a whole new person with me.
I'm begrudgingly wearing your tunic for now.
Good.
Just for you.
Thank you.
I feel that I owe you that much.
Oh, thanks. I was so troubled to make it. Yeah.
You may bask in my new form. Have no worries.
The captain has chosen to bathe in the cauldron again, and it has alleviated him the curse of the crown upon which sat on his head. And now he is human.
Is that what I am?
You are human.
You're dead.
No, roll for 2, huh?
I'll pull out my scrying mirror and set it down so that you can look at it.
No one else seems bothered by it, so I'm gonna roll with it.
I mean, it's unnerving, but not in like a grotesque fashion. Captain.
Kind of plain.
You're you. No, you're elf. You're an elf.
He's
Yeah,
human.
I am.
He's human.
Human, and you're an elf, and I'm a
Strong-ish.
Yeah, ish.
People keep pointing out my knife ears all the time.
You can use it.
Only when you're in Dolores or Brill.
Where's your tail, Captain?
In the front. I think I gained 2 and it got cut in half. It's really uncomfortable still. I don't like it. You work with you.
when he
Oh, the delight! Oh my god.
That's not where I'm going either.
Never mind out of the gutter.
I was immediately gonna make it.
Wrong with your dick?
It was a wholesome family friend that's treating you ruining it.
You see, you know, like when a kid not, well, that's what happened with him. No.
He's not the one ruining it because he's not plain enough. You just,
Just wait until he figures out how to use that third leg. It's gonna be life changing for him.
Right now he thinks it's like a tripod.
Yeah, sure.
One of my legs didn't grow in.
oh wait, never mind. It's growing. It's growing. Now what? Let's go in the right direction.
Why is it going up? I don't know if it's useful to watch.
Oh, it's because this lady walked in. She was gonna grow my leg.
Oh, you could help me with.
I believe the two of you to it. No judgment.
What is it for? What is its special purpose?
I don't think Reno would appreciate you doing that.
God.
Is this gonna be worse for Red Bear?
We are junior high schoolers, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
How dare you? I am
It's
clearly a
necessary.
freshman.
Yeah, you're the cool kid because you're slightly older than us.
As the youngest in the party, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
true. I think he is the youngest. I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. Hopefully, you don't want to do that again.
Strong, two things. We should play some cards,
Mhm.
and you should give me a finger.
Okay,
No,
you know, at this point, Strom's like, "Fuck it," and just puts his hand on the table, pulls his knife, and just middle finger,
kind of rude.
and just picks it up.
Thanks. I need this. Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh gosh, you know, maybe I just didn't take that spell today.
I'm like, God damn it!
I'll use greater restoration.
I mean, it's like a donut shop.
It's just like Monty Python.
It's regeneration that'll grow.
I have that one on.
Okay.
I have them both. I have them both. It doesn't matter.
Flames right.
There you go.
All right, so move.
I need.
I literally regrew his arms.
Yeah.
Slightly less traumatic.
Yeah, far
So,
less true.
Your finger goes back, oddly different colored tan, a little bit lighter, new skin.
Okay.
Outside of that, there you go.
It'll be pretty quick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you sure that you want to trust him with that?
I don't know yet.
You made a good choice.
You're all so
Where's
strange.
one of those? Need to pull aside a servant.
Okay, little
Somewhere.
fairy just kind of coming up with like a little cup of tea or sets it down by Mova's and just kind of flies over. Yes, sir. How may I help you? Small fairy, small fairies are about a foot long, right? Just kind of flying there. Male, blondish hair, right? You're wearing a tunic. I like your tunic.
Unless it's leafy. Listen, I need you to go get something. I messaged you.
Okay. Is it a text? Is it a text?
Messenger.
Ah. Let me pull up.
How much regenerate does? Like really cool.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go for it.
Excellent. Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna use my telepathic feat to cast detect thoughts and figure out what he's thinking.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence saving throw.
I'm not very good at it. I'm gonna try. Human hands are. Oh wow, 21.
God damn it.
That was
I rolled a
my
19.
level spell.
You're used to this. You just rebuff it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like, right away, sir.
Excellent.
I'm gonna need 17 more of us. Okay.
I need that to be sent to my ship.
Squadron of fairies just kind of fly off.
Oh.
And what did you ask them to do?
Give me something.
Dude, do you ever get the feeling that Kenton might have gone cuckoo at some point?
Yeah, right after we got freed as being slaves.
Like, I mean, more so. I feel like there was a sharp down.
Yes, right after he met me, Cobb.
Oh, that would explain.
You do have a. I was gonna feel insulted, but I think you're right.
My whole life's been downhill since then. One day I'll slay that furry bastard.
He's actually the big bad guy because
I know. I've been trying to tell you this.
Oh my god, yeah. He's
He's
actor.
Caster's archpriest.
No, he's Caster.
Yeah. The Avatar. That's
Actually is
Yes, he's here.
He's been keeping tabs on us this whole time.
I'm the only one who's seen through him. It's
that's
more
not
of a gut
he
feeling.
always knows where we are.
That's terrifying. I can even see Tony out of the corner of my eye writing the next plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like Critical Role, Sprinkle the Weasel, turning out the spoiler or whatever. Anyway, you got cards you want to play, right?
Yes. Strum and I are going to draw some cards.
Draw some cards.
Who wants to draw a card first?
I request the middle one.
Okay.
You're taking two after all.
Are we talking fingers or cards?
I got the middle
Here we
finger.
go.
I'm going to take the middle card next.
Grab the rest of my breakfast and leave the table.
You draw a middle card. The middle card.
Go with your middle finger.
Draw the middle card. This is the Avatar of Death.
But that usually means it's good. Worse it sounds, the better it is. Right?
This is a little bit too soon. So,
You can't kill him. He thinks he's already dead.
So the Avatar of Death is change.
No.
Well, he was human. I shall be reborn.
And
I'm going to give you two choices.
excellent.
Either I'm going to give you a random feat, or I'm going to allow you to roll twice on this chart and take the one you want.
Ooh.
Ooh, roll twice, baby.
Okay,
Which
well,
is actually incredible that I'm taking this. It's hard to pass up a feat, but
as you draw the card, go ahead and roll
Make it a
100
title
twice.
all right.
If you roll a 1 or a 100, it's something crazy.
Neat. Wow, a 32 and a 23. Very varied.
Wow.
Okay, 23 or 32. You can either be an elf or a dragonborn.
Ooh.
I mean, Dragonborn would get you closer to scales, I guess.
Correct.
And be able to spit stuff out of your mouth again.
What's the average dragonborn lifespan?
Dragonborn?
Elf
About,
will be a lot longer.
yeah, it's not bad. It's about 250, 300 years, 350 years. Pretty decent.
It's pretty good. Except for my like 70 something or like human lifespan that is Ganti.
I say, if you want the long livedness, go elf.
Yeah.
Then you'll be in our club. It's fun. It's very
No, go Dragonborn.
Yeah. I can't go become a knight here myself.
Okay.
Not true. I was actually planning on it at one point, but
Okay.
then
Let
my
me,
reincarnation scrolls got spent on other things.
Ah, yes.
Score! I can't believe I got another reincarnation out of it.
okay.
4
Let me.
races.
There's a lot of types of dragonborn. So let me see.
Ooh.
Because we're gonna roll to see which one. I'm gonna go to change race. I'm gonna go to
You can take the two.
Dragonborn.
It's safe. Far less intimidating.
Change race. Ancestry. Go ahead and roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll me a D10.
So 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. A bronze dragonborn,
Ooh, that's a good one.
which is socially awkward because they are from the moon.
Well, most people don't like Yanti. What's the difference?
So yeah, what do you look like now?
Seen a bronze dragonborn?
No, they're literally from Sophia. All platinum dragons are from the moon.
Wait, I'm related to platinum?
Yeah,
that works.
bronze. How did you bronze or that one right there?
The bronze colored one.
Yeah.
I mean, bronze is awesome. Hold on. I need a dragonborn base to work with here.
Yeah, in fantasy terms, you're like a literal moon man to the rest of us. Like, what the hell is this?
Be wonderful. I don't see the problem. I don't know why you look so disappointed.
Okay, let me look at images and make sure there aren't any dicks on them.
Yeah, follow-up question. What is my genitalia portray? And do I remain the same sex through all of these changes?
You know what? I'm gonna let you choose. I'm gonna let you choose.
We'll go with yeah, because why not? But
Yeah, actually, oddly, I have the sheet for a bronze dragonborn. I've got the physical miniature right here. I think it's this guy. This guy is a bronze dragonborn. There you go.
Oh yeah, I think we've used them for Trimbalists in the past.
I like it. Good. Yeah. Well, what are they? Even spikes? Yeah, they're spikes. They're growing out the side of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Very flat head overall.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I get like almost a beard. It looks like some of them have it.
Yeah, like this guy, for example,
Like
has like a flesh, like a flesh whisker.
Flesh stash.
More beardy though with it for this one.
Okay, a beardy flesh,
Like
flesh
like
beard.
it's
most
almost
interesting
kind
dragon
of
in the
tentacle,
world.
but not quite.
A
It's
flesh goatee?
it's like a like soft horns.
Yeah,
Like a catfish, like with the little whiskers.
yeah.
These a lot bulkier than I have been recently.
Mm-hmm. You gain some muscle.
Got yoked.
How tall is a dragonborn?
Dragonborn, they're tall. They're a very tall race.
Put me on that small end of the scale.
Dragonborn height in 5e, well over 6 feet tall, averaging 250 pounds. Can Dragonborn, anywhere between 6 to, Dragonborn are anywhere between 6 to 8 feet tall.
Jesus. Cool. Make me a cool 7'4".
7'4". You are the Shaquille O'Neal of Dragonborn.
But they go up to 8.
Taller than even.
I'm a point guard in the NBA. Dragonborn. Excellent.
So,
Oh, yes. Legs can do without, but tail. Do I have a tail?
yeah, you can have a tail.
Sweet. I have a tail again. It's not my primary form of transportation, but it feels a lot better than that short front one.
So if somebody cut off your legs, it'll be a little awkward.
Oh man.
Have these surgically removed. It could be.
Oh no.
Leaf tunic exploding as it can't hold it. Yes.
You wouldn't like it when it's like.
All
right.
This is great. Several steps in the right, and I can take steps. Still on the fence on that, but excellent. Wonderful day. Mostly. It's gone. You're all very much alive. It's a good day. So strong. Are you feeling very lucky?
You know, Captain, not incredibly, but gonna do it anyway.
Excellent.
Fortunately, he has your finger. So
Yeah, that's gotta be a count for something, right?
Not yet.
Doesn't help. I don't know. I need to know. Okay. 2 cards, right?
2 cards.
The card on the right.
Fates.
Okay.
Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use this card's magic as soon as you draw the card, or at any other time before you die.
Jesus.
Well, I'm gonna hold on to that.
finger back.
We'll see how this plays out. And then hoping to not chop off my finger.
Your hand rests over the other card, and you feel pressure behind you. Feel as if eyes watching you.
As in, I should or should not pick this up.
The future is uncertain.
I suppose I could take it, and if it's bad, I just use that.
True.
Unless I die.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Or get your soul trapped in a gem somewhere again.
Yeah, I can res you now, so.
It's a good point. And if I die, I don't perma-die. Unless... I know, right?
if it's stressed for you.
Yeah.
Those
Okay,
are the eyes
yep.
you feel.
You draw the card.
Draw the card.
Cool. This card is not a card that's in the deck.
Oh no.
This card was drawn
What could go wrong?
time ago. Your hand rests upon the card as you draw it. You see yourself on the card, sitting in a boat, a fishing pole in hand. You look around, perplexed. None of your companions say anything. Heck, they don't move at all. Nothing moves at all. You look around. Time is stopped, but you are not.
Do I see anything that maybe wasn't there before I drew the card?
As you turn around, you do notice the door is open. It leads outside, and it swings. It's the only thing moving a little bit.
I'll go toward the door.
Stand up. You walk towards the door. As you get to the door, you notice it doesn't lead into the kitchens, as you'd expect. Instead, it leads into a large, open, white marble room. There are two figures standing in the room. One you recognize, fisherman, stands in the room. Hood drawn back, sitting there. He turns around, extends his hand towards you. The other one is a all elvish looking woman. At least at first you think it to be elvish, but elves generally aren't that tall. Their ears are also normally not that long, and their eyes are normally not black. You've seen an elf like this before. In a distance, as you were escaping palace with a boy, Maladoc, the Forgotten King. This is not Maladoc. This is a woman. Dressed in beautiful silken dress, a golden circlet above her head, adorned with floating crystalline stars that dance around. She extends you and she says, "Is it time? Has that time finally come?"
For what?
For the circle to begin.
I'll glance over at the fisherman to see if can I read on his face what is happening.
Roll an insight check.
16.
16. Words come into your head. Time is a circle. He looks relieved. He turns to you and he says, "Doesn't have to be time yet. But it can be." You have always been coming to this room. We, as he says it, gets younger and younger. His face looks more and more familiar until you are staring at yourself. We have always been coming back to this room.
I'll walk toward him. Like, yep, I'm ready.
You walk into the room, and she says, "It is time, my guardian of time. You, strong Skybreaker, you will find yourself leaping from life to life, striving but right. What once went wrong, a fisherman in a vast ocean of time, knowing each catch brings you closer to a single moment of time, a moment of peace, a moment of rest." Sorry. No.
Yeah, I love that you had it. I thought it was just gonna be a coincidence. No, like that was planned. That's one day.
Oh my
As
god.
you walk in, he clasps your hand and he says, "Time is a vast ocean. Your journey has just begun. We will see each other soon." Begins to molt and age rapidly until he's just dust. And you see yourself die. He is not sad. He's happy. A very long journey ends. She extends the fishing rod he had in his hands to you. It turns into a sword. Jokimbo's sword. As you grasp it, you notice your sword is gone, but it's in your hand. Again, two swords are one. Time is a circle. He says, "I am the Banshee Queen. You've always been traveling to my mountain.
One way or
He's not wrong.
It's always the next place we're gonna go.
Yeah.
There's another place I need you to go next. Another evil I need you to slay.
What is that?
When is that? Is the better question. That door slowly shuts as time unfreezes. Strong's gone.
Just like last time.
Fortunately, the captain has a finger, maybe.
Helpful. Unless he's alive. Well, as is tradition, break out the mirror.
I was gonna say, you're gonna scry on him.
I got a finger. It should be easy to find, right? Right?
It's in his plane.
Wait, is that the only reason you want his finger to get scratched?
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, kinda. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You attempt to scry.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I knew we shouldn't have played with those cards.
Oh my god. Walk out.
Do we remember Strom? Did we lose our memories of him, or is
No.
it just he?
No, he's just gone.
Where did it? Strom? That's
It's fine. He has a tendency to disappear.
no. It's not fun. It's never fun when he disappears.
It's not fine.
A door opens. Strom, you know you have 10 minutes. It's been 150 years.
Ooh.
What does Strom look like at this point? You have 10 minutes until you have to go into another room. You have to go steal back your own finger. And you have to kill a pixie. And then immediately you're going to have to go somewhere else. But you know you have 10 minutes. It's here.
Let's back to mission.
So I should go back up again.
You walk back through the same door. It's been
Okay.
100 years. What do you look like? What's
Still have the beard, still the long hair that's not in the top knot anymore.
It's no longer.
Not probably not longer, but there's probably a little bit of gray in it. You know, kind of like Reed Richards gray, like right along across the temples, and then a little bit of gray in the beard.
So
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, armor would look a little different, maybe a little,
Mhm.
you know, it'd be different pieces, in decent condition. Maybe a couple new scars on the face.
Why is he wearing the captain's armor? It's weird. Like a trophy or something.
And the tattoo.
wait a second, I am that tattoo. Oh, that's tattoo.
Yeah, and just a little more, maybe not quite as sullen as he was before, or maybe not sullen, but as battle hungry, maybe a little more at peace is maybe the better way to say it. Like through the eyes. Yeah. So now I need to wait. So I need to.
You know you have 10 minutes before you have to go somewhere else to finish a mission in here. This is 10 minutes of time that you know exists, that you have.
Okay.
Small, throughout the centuries, you have small liberties every once in a while. Sometimes they're years. Sometimes tens of years at a time. Where you're sent back in time, and they're like, okay, in 15 years you have to go do this. She doesn't care what you do until then.
Okay.
And sometimes it's forward in time. Sometimes it's backwards in time. Sometimes far back in time.
All right. So I'll walk back and sit down where I was sitting. 150 years prior for me. And sit there for just a second and just take a breath.
Well, Bates, I think you regenerated him a little bit too hard. He appears to have.
Admiral, I need a favor from you.
Flattery will get you far. I'm Admiral currently. That's who my.
Oh, that hasn't happened.
This is perfect for Mr. Clackley, yeah. Oh, that hasn't happened yet.
And there's still like the mark of the knife, obviously still on the table.
In blood.
Yeah, a little bit of blood there, and he just puts his hand down and he goes, "I need my finger.
Have your finger. She grew it back.
I need my finger I gave you."
I've been pestering you about this for weeks. And within 5 minutes, you demand it back. Strong, I thought you had stronger will than this.
I need my finger.
You do have that
Trade
first
you for a
card
toe.
still.
Trade you for a toe.
What does it do?
Mulberries, can you, I don't know, reattach it to him? But I guess he wants 6 fingers. It's odd.
He just wants it back.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. But the entire point was that you gave this to me willingly, so I'm not gonna hold it if you're that determined to have it.
It is very important. Thank you.
Why are you sold?
It's been some time. My finger in my pocket, which seems weird. It's one of the last time you saw me, I was pulling a card, wasn't I?
That's all of 2 minutes ago. Maybe.
Maybe you disappeared.
It's
I
been.
walked through that door.
Is it?
Sat
Do I
down
have
inside.
like in my mind? Am like? Do I feel like I'm okay with telling them this info? Like
Yeah.
what happened?
It's whatever you want to tell
Okay.
them. You know that you have freedom right now.
Okay.
So now that you have the finger, your next assignment is somewhere farther away.
Okay.
But it's in a month's time. So you have a month of freedom until you have to do your next assignment, which you don't know what it is yet.
Boy.
Sometimes she just lets you know. So you have freedom to continue playing strong if you would like.
Hmm. Okay.
Good news, that's after Professor Stricer is in, so you could still.
Could still
No,
be there for breakfast. Yeah. Well, when I took that card, you all froze, and I met with the fisherman and the Banshee Queen. I found out that I am the fisherman. I am my own grandfather.
Uh-huh. Oh boy.
I believe that's what they call. Sure.
So you are the Eggman who. I don't understand.
The Banshee Queen.
Yes.
We never made it out there. We're going there next, rest assured.
She was waiting for me. So sure about you. She's waiting for me.
So, the
And she told you to take your finger back?
Yes, it's very important that I had my finger. That you didn't
Nah, don't.
have my
It sounds so malicious.
I wonder why.
Me too.
so
I'm looking out for you. Or I thought I was.
so all the you're the fisherman. So every time we encountered him, it was actually you from a future time.
Yes, he in what would have been recent months for you. He has come to me and said that time is a circle and that the circle is almost complete. I don't know what he meant at the time, but
So the fisherman and you were never the fisherman was never your ancestor. He was actually you the whole time, and he was. Yeah, so that your family tree is confusing, Strom. Even I can't understand it.
Are you in any way in league with his great to the nth power grandfather-in-law,
am I?
Mr. Time Codex dude?
Oh, the infinite?
Oh.
Whatever.
Time shenanigans.
Korskov or
Korskov the Infinite. Yeah, there we go.
Does your character think you've met Korskov?
Well, Strom did.
Strom did.
I would guess that he probably has run across him in the 150 years at least once.
13,000 years ago, at the height of the Golden War, you were sent to stop a band of people before they stole the Silver Chalice, something that was destroyed long ago in the fall of Illidan, 300 years ago from now. But your mission was to ensure that they did not get it and bring the chalice back to the first high tower of Illidan. And in such, you met Korskov the Infinite, he who transcribed the Codex Temporis and held it long before the Banshee Queen. He would also be aware of the fact that you are not from that time and that you are a byproduct shunted through time by the Codex, but not by him. A very awkward thing as well.
Okay.
So you met him before, and he was a Luce.
Okay. I've met him.
You were there.
Yes. Been some time.
Yeah, how much time for you? It sounds like through different points. Have you encountered our future selves already? Have you?
Don't think that I can tell you.
Yeah, it's
You, a brief memory of holding a hand, old and withered, as someone draws their last breath. Of that person at this table, only you are aware.
Hands back. You'll get my flask when you take it to my clothes. No.
Okay. I think it probably the less that I divulge, the better.
I suppose that this.
Always be a member of our ship.
Appreciate that.
Whatever this is that's happening to you, or it's happened and it will happen again, and so on and so forth. If it does lead to you leading us, know that you can call us.
Thank you.
And I hope that we'll have a chance to call upon you again if such a thing has happened.
We are never going to give you up. Never going to let you down.
Are there any other small parts of your flesh?
Probably best that that doesn't.
Very well. That's someone else later. You had your chance.
Maybe the next time will be more agreeable. No, you didn't leave a bunch of dust behind you. I had a chance right there, Captain, of his remains.
Well, what are we doing now?
We just killed Joy, the false Joy, and we're about to go to the Harvard Screens court, and run from there. I think. I don't suppose you know what. Even if you did, you couldn't tell us. This is
Something you know. You don't know about what's going to be happening over the next couple months.
Okay.
Now that you truly do not know. You truly don't know how any of this plays out. Which makes sense because you leapfrog back and forth so much through time, you just don't get a chance to catch up on the pieces. It's like you have to go, you could do a mission, and you're given information and a thing, and it's like, okay. And sometimes it's years, sometimes it's not.
Good luck with relationships in the future.
Yeah, no kidding.
Strom's not married, right? So you don't have a wife somewhere you have to go and explain this to.
I'm here, goodbye!
I'll be back. I'm just going out for cigarettes.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable.
I mean, you did have a brief fling with one of the archaeology.
One of the drow, yeah, or the drow gal, yeah.
That's.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe there's a strong junior out there wondering where his
Hey,
daddy is.
maybe. Maybe.
Are you my dad?
So, are we going to see the queen
I
then?
can't believe this.
I
I finally acquiesced.
Here you go. No, never mind.
Nope.
If I take one of your fingers, will the next one suddenly become a time cop as well?
I think we're gonna go see the queen now, right?
Yep.
It's 11 o'clock. That itself is going to be a scene.
I'm fine calling it here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
We're
very.
gonna be in
We
whatever.
can, next game, we pick up at the Queen. The Queen. What you guys think about? What are your next steps too? Like the Queen is going to be a thing. What's your next thing? You have a little bit of time before the Bravaxis thing, but there's also that in itself is a big job.
Yeah,
It's
gotta
going to be like a
spare
heist where you need to like research stuff
might
and
become a
plan
time
stuff
lord.
out. It's all up to you.
Hmm.
I'm down for whatever. Just give me some. Just let me know what you're gonna do, so I can
Direct
plan out some
correlation.
stuff, especially if it's not one of the bigs.
Okay.
I might not have thought so, but
Didn't
it came
feel
back
bad.
on his finger
Good
specifically.
job, guys. I'm gonna end you all with our outro.
Nice.
I'm sure that's.
I'll see you guys next time. It's actually under 10 seconds.